Hey, if you recognize that music, you know you're in the sports zone. Hello again, everyone. I'm Bob Wheeler. Here's Jerry Bassett. Or is it Bassett?
No, it's Bassett.
Bassett. We had that conversation earlier, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And we got nowhere with it.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. Not even $3 worth.
No, that's right.
Hey, we got a special event coming up this Friday night up at Port Huron at Memorial Stadium. And we have two very special guests with us. From Port Huron Northern High School is Chip Mossett. Is that right?
Correct.
The principal up there. And Jody Catalanate.
Yes.
I got that right, too.
Yes.
Jody's from Port Huron High School.
Yes.
Welcome, both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell us about the game coming up this Friday night at 7 o'clock at Memorial Stadium.
It's a big night for the Port Huron Area School District when our two high school football teams take the field opposing each other, and it's always a fun night. We expect probably somewhere between 6,000 and 7,000 fans in the stands that night. It's a blast.
You call it the Crosstown
Crosstown rival.
rivalry. Okay.
And the Crosstown Showdown.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Ooh. Correct the principal there?
I can.
yeah,
He's not my
should.
principal. I can correct him.
What else is going on with the stadium? Is it a special
Well,
dedication?
this is a special. I mean, the Port Huron High, Port Huron Northern football game is always special, but tonight I think at least Friday night is going to be a little more special because it is Memorial Stadium, and I'm not sure everybody understands what Memorial Stadium is. It's a memorial to the World War II vets who passed away in World War II, and it was built to honor those people. And for years we've had that stadium in place, and the memorial has been put in by the field house, which our fans never really get to see. The players have seen it, and it's always a focus for our players for both high schools. But the district, with our bond proposal, decided it would be great to bring that memorial out and let people see it. So it's been moved from the field house to the front, the main gate of the stadium, and it just looks incredible. And one of the things we've talked about is every time a fan walks in that stadium, they'll be reminded why it's Memorial Stadium. And we just think that's so cool.
That's fantastic.
Great idea, yeah.
And we will be honoring some World War II vets. I think we have anywhere from 6 to 8 that will be there that night honoring those individuals.
That's really interesting, too. I think we were allowed to invite 4 students who normally wouldn't be involved in an activity like this to join us during the pregame to release white balloons to commemorate the soldiers who lost their lives, who are memorialized for that stadium. So we're pretty excited about that as well, and I know that the students are excited to be a part of it.
You were telling me earlier that both bands are going to participate? in
Yes,
pregame?
both marching bands are going to participate together, and I believe they're going to play a song together during the pregame, and they're going to create like a tunnel on the stadium that they'll bring the veterans through and the students with the balloons, and then be able to kind of show that we are together, even though this is a huge rivalry for both of our schools. And I know our students are really excited about the Brick Fowler Trophy, and the Big Reds are hoping to bring it home again. But that being said, it'll be really nice to see both schools put that rivalry aside just for a little while to honor the people that Memorial Stadium was made for.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
One
Tell
of
us
the-
about the trophy.
Brick Fowler Trophy. Brick, longtime football coach and athletic director at Port Huron High, very well respected, and really represented, I think, what athletics should be at the high school level. And of course, this trophy is here to honor him and what he's done for the Port Huron Area School District.
Great. Jerry?
Well, I think that's fantastic. My dad was a World War II vet. I have all his medals in a, shadow box, and his Purple Heart, and so it means something. I mean, I'm sitting here getting goosebumps when you're talking about it. I think that's fantastic that we honor the greatest generation.
And another thing that's going on that night is the Port Huron Area School District has established an endowment fund with the St. Clair County Community Foundation, and we're really kicking off this endowment fund with an event. It'll be in the north end zone. We have a tent. People can buy tickets to participate, and we'll have food and beverages in the tent, and they'll have a great seat to watch the game.
Yeah, I saw in your notes here at the north end zone, eh?
Yes.
Hopefully it doesn't get snow that night.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's usually a hot spot for fans. I know a lot
Yes.
of fans, especially at the Port Huron Northern, Port Huron High game, like to stand down in the end zone and watch the game, but they won't be able to unless they purchase a ticket this year, special ticket.
They stand down there because the stands are full, right?
Yes, the
Yeah.
stands
Definitely.
are hard to get around.
Well,
that night,
and
for
what a
sure.
great stadium to watch a football game. You're so close, and it just I love the.
You played in that stadium.
I did.
Way back when?
Quite a few years ago now.
Leather
but-
helmet, no face mask?
Yeah.
It's
Sears
especially
catalog?
nice too. We did get a new scoreboard, and it has both of the emblems for both of the high schools on it, and It's just a nice way to show off our stadium and the renovations that they've made, and also be able to dedicate it again.
Do you think someday we'll have turf there?
Yeah, it's been discussed, but I don't see it happening in the near future.
Not real
There's
soon,
something
huh?
about that grass.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a traditional stadium, and as you said, it's an incredible stadium, maybe one of the top 5 high school stadiums in the state.
I've watched a lot of playoff games there, and that's a great place to watch them.
And the students really feel special that they get to play at Memorial Stadium. I mean, there's a lot of other high schools that don't have a stadium like that, and for them to be able to showcase their talents right there and
Yeah.
share that stadium is really a big
It
deal.
was special for me, I
Yeah.
know, to play in, and my partner we do the Marine City games on Channel 6 here, and we've talked about it just about every week that we get a chance to go to Memorial Stadium this year.
They
Take
just
on
don't
Northern.
build them like that anymore.
No, they don't.
And they never will, I don't think.
No, now you're so far back, and usually there's a track in between and quite a bit of room on the sidelines, and then the stands start. There's the sidelines, and there's the wall. And but it's, it's far enough back that you never feel like it's not safe.
No, not at all.
But you're right there, you can really watch. It's a great place to watch a game.
Yeah, it's open to both ends, but stands on both sides of the field, and it's almost equal, isn't it?
Yes, it is, yeah. Both
Yeah.
sides are the same, and we did some renovation to the northern press box. This is part of our bond project as well.
Long-time announcer there, Charlie Lutz.
Oh,
Remember-
yeah.
Remember that name?
Mhm. I do recognize that name.
Taught there for many years, St. Clair resident. Didn't know that one, did you?
I did not.
I
Yes.
pulled that out of the
Yeah.
archives.
I'm always looking for history in Northern High School, so.
You ought to bring him, nah. So, what else? It's this Friday night, $100 will get you a seat in the north end zone.
Yep.
Food and beverage tent is there, and all kinds of stuff. And
Commemorative seat cushion.
Yes.
T-shirt, I think.
T-shirts are available for
Available
sale
for
at the gate.
You can either get a blue or a red, depending on which school you
No green?
prefer. No green.
green.
Oh, okay,
You can buy the tickets at the gate too.
all right. Otherwise, they could buy it, both schools.
Actually, the Community Foundation downtown Port Huron, across from McMorran Arena.
What about student passes?
Student passes still get you in. You can still buy a ticket to the game. We'd like you to buy the $100 ticket for the tent, but you can still buy a ticket at either one of the high schools. I think Port Huron High is probably selling them right now, and then we'll start selling ours on Thursday.
Did you want to talk maybe for a minute too about all the sponsors that we've all able to get from
Yeah,
the
we've-
community?
we've-
It's really nice.
That's important.
I don't have a list of the sponsors. I apologize for that, but we did have a number of groups and individuals step up to sponsor our endowment fund. At this point, I think we've raised $30,000 in sponsorships, and that money will all be used to help fund our Port Huron School District Endowment Fund. And one of the things we're doing right now with that money is paying for a college access coordinator to be at both high schools. And he has earned his money back for our students many times over with what he's done, helping them get scholarships, getting into college. That's just an essential component for our high school students right now.
This day and age, the endowment fund is a vital part of the
It
district
is.
Budget, isn't it?
Definitely. We need to get it to grow and to get more use out of it. Right now, it's not as large as we'd like in order to really see the fruits of the labor.
Hey, Jerry, you got $100? Want to take
Yeah,
it?
absolutely. I'll be busy though this Friday.
Let's get Craig.
Yeah, he'll go.
He'll go.
I have one question. We talked about the memorial, what it's for, and what it represents, but what is it? What does the memorial itself look like?
It's a plaque of all the veterans' names who passed away in World War II. I believe in Port Huron. It might include St. Clair County. I'm not positive, but certainly all the vets who passed away in World War II. And it is specific to World War II, and as our superintendents had discussions with veterans in the community, he had a discussion of, do we want to expand it? And they said, absolutely not. It's a World War II memorial, and we're going to keep it that way. So if you have a relative who was killed in World War II who grew up in Port Huron, certainly you want to go look at that memorial and find that name.
And
Absolutely.
it has the flags kind of, like it's this plaque or the statue, I guess. It's not really a statue, but the memorial in the middle, and then there's like the Michigan flag and the U.S. flag, and just kind of around the outside of it. It's really nice to look at.
I'll definitely get up there to see it.
It's large, and even if you don't go to the game and you just want to drive by the stadium, you can see it from outside the gate. You would definitely be able to see that memorial.
It's a great tribute to some people who we don't know.
Great people,
You may
yeah.
never know known, but they paved the way for us, didn't they?
Mm-hmm,
And
absolutely.
they definitely deserve that honor, and it's nice that we can share it with our students and our whole community.
I was thinking you didn't bring your list of sponsors, but if you want to mention any of those names, maybe they'll double their.
I know
Yeah.
Talmer Bank has been a big supporter. Dr. June DeSimone is another big supporter, so I'll throw out those names.
There you go. Maybe they'll double it.
Yeah.
But they will be recognized at the game on
Okay.
Yes.
Friday. So
Great stuff. Great stuff. Hey, thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thank you for
Taking
having
time out of your
us.
busy day.
Thank you.
How's school going this year so
School's
far?
been great.
yeah, wonderful.
Off to another great start in Port Huron Northern.
Great.
Go Big
Yeah.
Reds.
And what a-
Ooh.
Yeah.
See how quick she changes her
She
tune?
did. She did. She's a Northern grad, though. we
I
know
am
that.
a Northern grad, but
That's got to be tough.
No.
That'd be like me going down to Marine City. They'd throw me out, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah,
It's, it's such a great rivalry, though. For years, Northern was the power. Then Port Huron High, the power. Now, Northern's coming back. Port Huron High still with a strong program, but, the programs have gone back and forth. It's been a great area
It's a matter
rivalry.
of changing the boundaries, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Thanks again for joining us. And
Thank
this
you.
is Friday night up at Northern Memorial Stadium in Port Huron on 24th Street. Regular game prices will get you in, or you want to get a special seat in the north end zone, better hurry. They'll get them fast as they're going fast. $100 will get you in there. We'll be right back with our next segment, some highlights of Marine City's victory. Stay tuned. Well, we are back. That was a nice segment, Jerry.
That was. I hope that they fill that stadium up and things continue, and I hope the kids realize what the World War II vets did for us, for this country, for them, and that they show it the respect that it deserves. I think they will.
I'm reminded every time I drive through downtown St. Clair, the memorial's there for the veterans who passed away.
Yes.
It's great stuff.
Yep,
Great
I
stuff.
go down in Marine City. I go downtown, and they have the memorial, and that is good stuff.
You ever get a chance to go to D.C. to see the Vietnam Wall?
I did not see, no, but I have seen the traveling wall.
It is incredible. You walk up to it, all of a sudden you're down in a little bit of a valley type thing. It's quiet.
Yeah.
There's no sound anywhere because all the sound is filtered out. I don't know how they did it, but they did a great job. And then you see the other memorials throughout the World War II, the Korean War. Those are things that, like I said before, wasn't for those guys.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be here.
It's
Have
a
the freedom we
solemn,
have today.
it's a solemn, any time you go in there, it's a solemn event, the Vietnam War or any of them, or the wall rather.
And we missed them both.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Hey, you got some great highlights coming up?
I do. Marine City looked great once again this week. I pointed out during the game that really don't know how good either of our teams are, Marine City and St. Clair, because Marine City's opponents through 3 weeks had won 7, or won 2 and lost 7. Those 2 wins were by Richmond. St. Clair's were 0-9. Their teams they've played hasn't no wins yet, and now I think 0-12 because or 0-13 now because they beat New Haven. St. Clair beat New Haven handily. So I don't think any of the teams that they've beaten, although they're killing them,
Yeah.
they are killing them, and it's obvious St. Clair's got a great football team.
They got a test this Friday night with Warrenwood's Tower coming into town.
Yeah, this is probably going to be their best test that they've had so far. And I don't know what Marine City's got, East Detroit, and I'm not sure what they have this year. They were one of the teams that beat us a year or so ago, 2 years ago, I think. It stopped the perfect season.
With the
Yeah.
Shamrocks?
Yes.
They'll
Yep.
be down there in East Detroit.
That's at
Or
East
East
Detroit.
Point, excuse me.
East Point, yeah. Yeah, East Detroit High School at East Point. So, but, they're usually pretty good. So
Yeah.
this could be a good test for both the schools this week. I'm just hoping when we get to week 8, when the Saints and Mariners play, that both are undefeated. I hope there's no blemish on their records and that they can keep going.
Had that happen a couple years ago, or last year was it? Which, last year, wasn't
Last
it?
year,
Yeah.
yes. That's a game that probably St. Clair should have won. Just the last couple plays were weird.
I think the check that Bill wrote to the officials wasn't enough.
Yeah, that must be it.
Hey, let's go to those highlights.
Yeah, let's take a look. Start out with Jarrett Matheson, a nice run. This just kind of set the stage for the way the whole night went for the Mariners. Just a nice run. The offensive line doing a great job. And Trevor Quant gets to show off his speed on this 56-yard touchdown run. Watch him. He's on the left wing. Watch the good faking, and then you'll see Quant gets the ball on the counter. takes it around the right side and shows off his speed. 56-yard touchdown. That gave the Mariners a 7-0 lead.
And you can't see the ball, I've got it hidden so well.
Yeah, that's right. And Alex Merchant, he gets away with one here. Right in the, between the numbers, it pops up in the air. Matheson pulls in the deflection. And then Matheson, once again, watch this. Watch how tough he is. He just goes full speed, puts his head down, pounds into people. Then he finishes off the drive on a 2-yard plunge off left tackle. Again, that offensive line. Watch this 2-point conversion. Lined up, snap is wide. Matheson gets up, gets rid of one of the tacklers, outruns the second one, flips a pass up to Tate Sapienza, and he sheds the tackler and steps into the end zone for a 2-point conversion that they weren't even looking for. Nice defensive stop here. That's kind of the way the defense played all night too. Then Matheson on this punt return. Nice punt, a little low. But watch him, he cuts back right here, and again, and then uses his speed up to, that was probably a touchdown saving tackle. He's rewarded with a short flight over the middle. Watch this. Then Tate Sapienza gets to show off some of his talent on this good run. And this is the way the Mariners, I mean, it was like that the whole first half. And once again, the starters got to play a half. And Matheson on a 4-yard run, that was the second of his 4 on the night. They were up in a wildcat set, direct snap to him. This is one of the finest interceptions and returns you'll ever see. Pete Petsalis picks all it off, maintains his balance, somehow gets away and outruns the defenders to the end zone. Now, I want you to watch where his knee hits. I think he dives a little early, but they called it a touchdown. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And then here's a nice toss coming up. Alex Merchant to Dana O'Rourke for good yardage. Dana cuts it up a little bit, gets good yardage.
We had the advantage of the replay to see that knee down, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right. And Pat Salas with his second interception of the night. Nice catch.
He one of the
Shoved out of
captains this
bounds.
year?
Yes, he is. And the Mariners come right back after that with a pass over the middle, this time to Merchant, or this time Merchant hits Matheson, about a 40-yard gain. And Matheson, once again, watch this run. This is all in the first half going on. It was 49-7 at halftime. And see Matheson straight up the middle. I think if he wouldn't have cut back there, he may have gone all the way, but he saw a player on each side. And now we got the second stringers in, and John Badger right here, running hard, gets several tough yards. The second week we've seen him at that running back position in the second half. The second week he stood out. Jordan Tranquita, the nice run off left tackle, made a nice cut there and into the end zone for 6. And now watch Badger once again. This is a real good spinning run. Watch this. Spin, spin, spin.
Barry Sanders move.
Yeah, he's usually on the special teams where he's just a standout. But and then finally a nice pass from backup quarterback Jake Shermatero.
Say that again?
Jake Shermatero. And the Mariners go on to win big. It was 56-21, and actually Clausen, they came in 3-0. Clausen scored a couple touchdowns late in the fourth quarter. But I expected a real battle there this past week, and I was surprised, pleasantly surprised, but I was surprised that the Mariners just manhandled them. They couldn't stop Marine City on the ground.
Wow, yeah, Marine City looked tough.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the way the whole first half went.
Sure, the running backs do a great job finding the holes, but give credit to the offensive line for making those holes.
You know, I was told before the season started that this was going to be possibly the best offensive line that Marine City has ever had. And so far, I haven't been disappointed. They are big this year. They're quick. And the most important thing, I think, is they have football smarts. You know, they know how to block, and they do a great job. And you're right, the running backs do a great job, but yeah.
That's the way it is throughout the East China District. We have all smart kids, don't we?
I think that's probably true. A lot to be, you know, and you got to give the teachers credit for that, don't you?
Why? Oh, yes,
and the parents. But that was a good game. Now, this week we've got St. Clair and you mentioned
Warrenwood's
Warrenwood's
Tower.
Tower. Who
Game of the week.
usually they come in, and I don't know what they're at this year. Do you?
No, I don't.
Tower? I have it here someplace.
And you're
But they're 3-1.
3-1.
And let's see, 54.750 points, and St. Clair coming in at 4-0 has 74. So obviously, Tower is beating teams that haven't won a whole lot of games. So we'll see. It should be a good game. And you
We'll
and
find out.
Christian will be there to broadcast?
It's supposed to be a nice night.
Yes.
We'll be down there instead of going to Port Huron for that.
Yeah,
rivalry
well, yeah. you
Port
get
Huron should go
things that-
there, St. Clair will go here.
Well, yeah, and that's true, because you don't want to steal a seat from somebody from Port Huron that's looking for a seat. 6,000 or 7,000 people expected there. That's great. I think that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That was nice, those people come down and talk to us about it.
Yeah, I'm glad they did, and I sure hope everything goes off without a hitch.
And many people don't know that East China also has an endowment fund too.
Mm-hmm.
So it works out nice.
Yes,
And
it
it's a
does.
great thing to have. You can buy the little extra things that the normal budget doesn't allow for.
Mm-hmm.
The state only gives you so much money per student, and you have to make do with that, and there's a lot involved. A lot
Yes.
involved.
Yep, absolutely.
Hats off to our administration for making sure that works right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you ever think you'd hear me say that?
No, I didn't. Hey, what was the final of the St. Clair game at New Haven? It was, I know it was a blowout.
It was
but
another blowout, 50-something.
56-13, I think
Something
I
like
saw.
that, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so and that was expected.
Yeah. New Haven's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, a little bit, but, and,
Did you see in the top 10 that in the top 25 football players that Times Herald had this past week?
yeah,
2 and 3 were Bo and Blake.
yeah, I saw that.
Almost interchangeable.
Yeah, that's right. They're probably not sure. They could probably change their shirts and nobody'd know.
And number 1 was Jake McKiernan from Richmond.
Yeah. He's a
His
good,
dad's
good
at the middle
athlete.
school here.
Oh, that's right.
Coaches 8th grade football, so
That's right.
there's
I
some
forgot
football in
about
his
that.
blood somewhere along the line.
Yeah, he's a good athlete. He's
Good
just a-
wrestler, too.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
tough kid, good basketball player or baseball player, I know. So, and what a wrestling program they have there in Richmond
Oh,
too.
boy.
So,
St. Clair's come along well, too.
yes.
Well, speaking of great athletes, Jerry's a good one. He's a good golfer. If you don't believe me, ask him. He'll tell you.
No.
Thanks for watching. We invite you right back here next time here on the Sports Zone when Jerry has more stories and more scores. Thanks, folks. See ya. Take care.